Good morning you guys, and welcome back to day 4 of the 10 days of Halloween with I myself, the original Renegade. So we're back again for another day's worth of trick or treats. So basically I'm going to tell you today's top 3 films. Now if you haven't for any reason watched any of the others, I do suggest you do go back for the last 3 days and watch the ones that came prior to this, because I explain a little bit more about each category of film and the reason I'm doing it. I am just going to quickly put it in here for you guys yet again, just because I feel like I should, that this is not my challenge. It is a challenge that was set out by an actor who is one of my favourite actors, Mr. Thomas Dekker. Again, if you don't know who he is, then go Google. If you do and you've been here for the entire 4 days that we've been doing this challenge, then well done you. I'm very proud. Thank you so much for tuning in again. So today we're going to crack straight on with my top 3 movies for the 3 categories for the 10 days of Halloween. Now as usual, like I say, I have my trusty pad with me just because I'll end up rambling otherwise. So I want to keep these videos down to about 10 minutes each. Fingers crossed. So here we go. So my first category is the beat off category. Now the movie I've chosen for the beat off category might actually surprise some people, but it is the 1978 classic Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now again, I'm not really scared of this. I'm not scared about blood, guts, gore, anything like that. I'm a little bit desensitised to it now, if I'm completely honest with you. Bad thing probably, but it is a movie that I can throw on late at night and I can kind of fall asleep to it. And it's a classic and I love it. So it is actually in my beat off category. So basically it is method as all hell, this movie. Like, there are so many of the actors and actresses and crew members who got hurt during the making of this movie and just carried on. Like, carried on. The last scene in the movie where she's running away from Leatherface and she cuts her feet up and everything like that, that is 100% real. Like, 100% real, and she just keeps going. Like, keeps going. That's dedication for you. 100% dedication. Now, it is horror in its purest form, I would say. It's unforgiving, it's relentless. I know by today's standards it's probably a little hokey, like people, you know, there's not a lot of like special effects or anything like that. Even like the mask that Leatherface wears, it's not the greatest quality because it's a 70s horror movie. You know, it's going to be a little bit like that, but it is horror in its purest, most raw, unforgiving, relentless form, right? To the point, actually, where some of the moviegoers, when it was released, walked out. They walked out of the screening because they were that, like, disturbed by it. So you know it's a good movie, right? No, it's a good movie. Anyway, so sequels have come thick and fast to the franchise. You know, it always happens. It's kind of the same with the Nightmare series and everything like that, but none is ever going to match up to the brutally raw original, and I absolutely love it. So if for any reason you haven't seen this classic horror movie, and if you're a horror fan, I don't know personally why you wouldn't, but if you haven't, then do go ahead and check it out if you think you can handle it. Like I say, it is a little bit brutal, a little bit raw and gory and stuff, but do check it out. I absolutely love it. Now for my show-off category. Again, this is going to be a weird one. It's the 2002 American remake, and I say that because you understand in a minute, of The Ring. Okay, now it was based on the Japanese series of Ringu, for anyone who is into Japanese horror the same way I am. And the Japanese one is super hella more creepy. It is more creepy. Honestly, Sadako is more creepy than Samara. I'm just saying. So, you know, keep that in mind if you want to watch the original. But it is in Japanese and it does have subtitles. So it's not something that can easily be followed if you're kind of not in the mindset for it. But I love The Ring. I love it. It is my favourite franchise. I absolutely just, yeah, I love it. It's based on Samara Morgan. Like I say, this little girl, she's creepy. She's clearly some sort of demon. You know, she drives her mother insane and she jumps off a cliff. You know, I'm just saying. So it's about a videotape that goes around killing people. You know, because who doesn't love a little bit of video horror going on? So, like I say, it's one of my absolute favourites. It creeps all my friends out. When I was 15, I was obsessed with this movie. I watched it all the time. And I'm still here. I've never died. There's no 7 days. She's just, I'm going to die now, aren't I? I bet you anything I'm going to die before this video goes up. Anyway, my friends were so creeped out at 15 when I showed my then best friend. She couldn't sleep for 2 weeks and she ended up sleeping in her parents' bed. She is still traumatised to this day about it. Like, literally. I'm also the idiot that will ring you up. If I know you've been watching it, if you've been tagging it on Facebook that you are watching this movie, you best believe that I know the runtime of this movie. You best believe I'm going to ring you up and I'm going to tell you 7 days. Like, and I usually get it spot on as well because everyone screams. It's hilarious. I am that friend. Like, method is all heck. Anyway, I do love this movie. Like I say, it does have flaws in it. Like, the American version isn't as scary. I don't find it scary. I kind of laugh at it a little bit. I mean, she's a little bit like not all about it when she crawls out the TV. She's a bit, come on, love. Come on, you've crawled out of enough TVs now to know how to crawl out of a TV. Do it properly. Anyway, so it's got Naomi Watts in it. It's also got that really creepy kid, Hayden, pronounce his surname. I don't know, it's got him in it. It's very creepy. The sequel was creepy-ish. I kind of liked it. I don't like the 2017 one, the one that was out this year. Rubbish, a little bit far-reaching. Sorry, Samara, you could just about manage a videotape. Really? You're telling me you're going to take over the internet? Really? You're 8 years old. Get back in your box. I'm just saying. So anyway, that is my show-off movie. Everybody hates it. They hate me coming around their house because they know I'm probably going to make them watch it. But that is my show-off movie. Now, to quickly move on to my laugh-off movie. Again, this is a movie that, you know, can be a little cutesy and stuff. It's not like a proper horror movie. It's not gory. It's not psychological. It's nothing like that. It's just something that you can all sit around and chill to. And for me, it is the 1990 film, The Witches. If you haven't seen The Witches, what was wrong with your childhood? I'm just saying. So anyway, it's got Angelica Houston in it. For those of you who don't know, she is the absolute queen that is Morticia Addams in other series. But Angelica Houston plays the Grand High Witch, and they're having a witch ceremony for some unknown reason at a hotel. Same hotel that this little boy and his granny are at for their like holidays and stuff. It's just super cute. I love it. So basically the witches hatch an evil plan to turn all of the kids into mice. Don't know why, but they do. He stumbles in, listens to their plan, and all hell ensues. Basically all hell ensues. I can't really tell you too much about it, like I say, because I don't want to be ruining these films for you guys. But it's just, it's fun, and it's like spooky, creepy, cutesy Halloween, and it's something that probably freaked a lot of kids out in the 90s. I wasn't one of those kids because I'm creepy. I don't really get freaked out by anything, apart from aliens. Don't like aliens. But it is a really, really good movie. If you haven't seen it, then I do implore you to watch it because it is just, it's so campy. It's really campy, but I absolutely love it and I do recommend it for you guys. So that is all 3 of my selections for day 4 of the 10 days of Halloween with me. I hope you're enjoying this. I am. I'm probably enjoying it a little bit too much, but you know, whatever. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do stay tuned tomorrow for day 5, where we will get in all proper spooky because we're on the proper run-up to Halloween now, guys. Like the proper run-up. So do join me for that tomorrow. I'll be giving you 3 more films to look after for me and to kind of go and experience for yourself. So until then, my little freaks and squeaks, I am going to check you later. So check ya.